Hey everybody, it's Femtrooper, and today we're going to do another pickups video. I know my last video was a pickups video, but that one was sort of all my boyfriend's games. And today we're going to do some birthday pickups because it was my birthday on Friday. And not everything in here is stuff I got for my birthday, but it's just been accumulated over the last sort of month and a half-ish. So let's just start with a couple games that I actually got from a guy from work. They're N64, and the first one is Yoshis Story in box, so I was really excited because I just honestly thought it was going to be a cart. He told me that he really hated Yoshis Story, and if I wanted it, then he'd sell it to me, and he sold me I have two games here, in box for $10, so definitely not complaining. It's a great deal. So yeah, I'm really excited to actually play this because it's been like a long time. I'd say at least since the 90s that I've played this. So I'm really excited because I used to have it and I remember really, really enjoying it. It was awesome. So definitely excited to get back into Yoshi's Story, and nice to finally have some sort of cart in-box games for the N64. Because I sold my N64 in 2003 to buy a PlayStation 2. And then I rebought an N64 about 3 years ago. Or 2 years ago, whatever, and now I'm slowly sort of building up the collection again. So this definitely is an excellent addition. And the next one is Jet Force Gemini, which is a game I never played when it actually came out. I don't even think I ever rented it, so this is really cool to have. I know that Ultimate Floyd 1, Scott really likes this game and he's talked about it, so I'm really excited because even though it's not that hard to find, like we looked it up on eBay, it seems to be kind of one of those hidden gems that is supposedly a really good game, and now I actually have it like complete, so really excited. Yeah, these aren't just like the game is chucked in here. There's actually like the cardboard inserts, so I was pretty excited to get these, and the boxes they're in pretty good condition. So those are the N64 games. Yesterday I went to pawn shop that I really like and got a couple games, and the first one would be Professor Layton and the Unwound Future. Which is really, I'm so excited about this because I've actually never played a Professor Layton game, which is really bad because there's a new one coming out, and I think that's like literally in like 3 days or 4 days or something, and they look really good, and I've recently just become a fan of like puzzle sort of visual novel games. So I'm not sure if this is the best one to start with. If you guys are really into this, please tell me which one. I know the Curious Village one is the first one, and that I should probably start with that. But if it doesn't matter, maybe I will give this a shot, because it did get really good reviews. But again, please say if you've played this, because I don't want to do it out of order if that's a bad choice. So let me know, but I'm really excited to at least have one of these, because it was a really good deal. The next one is one that I've seen a couple times, but I've never really cared, and it was $5, so I couldn't pass it up, and that's Elite Beat Agents. This is on a lot of people's top 10 lists for DS games, which is weird, but it must be for a reason because everybody says it's really cool, and it's a rhythm game, and with the rhythm that I got last year, I really liked it, and I thought, you know what, maybe I will get into this. I'm not really sure what to expect, but for $5, I'm really happy, and I'm going to check this out like really soon. It's not going to sit on the shelf and not be played. Like, I'm really excited to actually try this probably this week. So yeah, it looks really different. Looks like I don't know. I'm definitely going to check it out. Next two games are games I got for my birthday, and they're for my boyfriend. I'm really excited. And the first game is one of my favorite games to say, just because it sounds just outrageous, and that's Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. It's just hilarious. I love the name. I'm really excited about this because of 999. How much I love that, and how much I liked Zero Escape, Virtue's Last Reward. I didn't get all the endings to that. I kind of put it down. I only got, I think, 1 or 2. It just didn't, it was great, but it wasn't as good as 999 for me. But I got to get back into that. Either way, this looks so cool. I can't wait. It has that weird sadistic sort of Japanese horror style that I really have grown to like. And it's for the Vita, so another good Vita game. Everyone says this is great. And the whole premise just looks fantastic. So this is definitely one I'm starting like this week. I've been really looking forward to this. And next game is one we've already been playing. and it came out on my birthday. It's Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Really excited. This is fantastic. I don't know how far we are into this. Not that far. I think the second world or something, but it's really, really good. It's actually pretty challenging, I will admit. There's like the first boss, you know, took a few tries. It was not just like, oh my god, so easy. Like, you played the original Donkey Kong Country, and the first boss was so easy. Like, you know, you hit him like 3 times, it's over. This is a little bit more challenging, so that's good, I guess. So far, we've only played as Donkey Kong and Dixie, because I loved the way that Dixie handled in the old ones, so I'm so glad she's back. But really, I really want to check out Diddy and Cranky Kong, because he's a playable character now for the first time, so that's really different, and I want to see what his ability is and how he works. But I don't know, I'm really excited about this. It's just fun. I love the Donkey Kong games. I thought the Wii one was really good, and they made it even better for the 3DS. Just really innovative stuff. I've always been, if I had to pick between Mario and Donkey Kong, I'd probably pick Donkey Kong, because I always thought the levels were way more innovative. Except 3D World did blow me away. But regardless of that, I love Super Mario, but I've always thought Donkey Kong, there's something just a little bit more interesting about it. The levels, the music, it was so great. So I would probably always pick Donkey Kong over Mario, but that's not to say that I don't love Mario. It's just for platforming, Donkey Kong's always been just so unique. I love it. I love it so much. And this one is definitely not disappointing, so I'm really excited about this. Next one is one I got for really cheap, and it's Aliens Colonial Marines. And I know that the Another Gaming podcast, if you guys follow the Facebook for them, there's a game night. I think it's this Saturday. And so please join. It's for PS3. Everybody's going to get on, start playing this online. Really excited. I was wanting to buy this when it came out. I didn't buy it because it got really shitty reviews. And it just, for like $59.99, I was like, no, I can pass. I thought Aliens vs. Predator, the game, was great, but this one was not getting the same reviews. And I think you can really just play as a Marine, so that's kind of disappointing. But for $10, I was pretty okay with that. And I finally caved when Steven the Leggy Gamer actually got a really good deal. I think it was $10 for like a collector's edition with a figure in it. I don't know. I could not find that, but this was $10, and actually they had a couple copies, and they had it on 360 as well. My friend at work actually got the 360 copy. Yeah, and it's now everybody's buying this sort of as a joke, and now we're having a game night. So I'm really excited to play this, especially online, because now I have it, it's $10. Why not? It's one of those just because I love the Alien series. Next one is one that I actually used to have, hated, so like traded it into the pawn shop that we always go to, and then I decided to rebuy it. Okay, and that is BioShock. So I bought this in like 2009 maybe, I don't know. It was like, at the time it was a relatively new game. I bought it at EB Games, and I honestly, I played it for like an hour, and it just, something about it didn't do for me. And back then I wasn't really as much into like collecting games, so I was just like, I hate it, I'm just trading it back in, whatever. And then I'm looking at BioShock Infinite and thinking, this looks fantastic, so I better play the first one, because I've seen enough gameplay footage that I think I really will like Infinite, but I feel like I need to play this first, even though BioShock Infinite is like a prequel, but whatever. Anyway, I really want to play this because for a lot of people, it's their favorite game ever. So I feel like, what am I missing here? It's not a WRPG, because I know like there's certain games that I just know aren't really going to be my thing, but this one I feel like should be. You know, like I just don't understand why I didn't like it. It must have just been I was in a weird mood, and I was not in a gaming mode. I don't know, but I didn't like it, and I'm thinking that I'm going to try it again. It was really cheap. I got it for like $13, so I don't care. I'm really excited to try this. It's definitely one I'm going to try this year for sure, because these are types of games that are only like, you know, 10 to 15 hours anyway, so I feel like giving this another shot, because I don't know what was missing here, but clearly something, because lots of people seem to like it. And, you know, I've always thought the idea was interesting, so I don't know what was going on back then, but definitely going to give this another shot, and soon. The next game is Final Fantasy 13-2, and I'm so excited to get into this, but it might have to be put on hold for a little bit, just because South Park Stick of Truth is coming out in like probably less than 2 weeks now. I think it's March 4th, and I am beyond excited. That's probably out of all the games coming out this year, I'm the most hyped for that. I have to admit, it just looks great. And I'm a huge South Park fan, so it's not like I don't understand the references and stuff. I watched the show. So regardless, I will get to this year for sure. And Final Fantasy 13-2. So, you're probably thinking, whoa, who cares? But Final Fantasy 13, I am like 90% done. I have like a chapter and a half to go. I'm so close to finishing this game. It's driving me nuts. Just because it's a little grind heavy right now, and there's some bosses that are just beyond irritating. And I know I can do this. I'm going to beat it. But I really want to get to this game because I love the characters, and I love... you know, visually, it's one of the best looking games I've ever played. It looks great, like the actual in-game, like where you're playing, it's quite good. Like this, I mean, I know Square Enix doesn't like cheap out, you know, but it looks great. And I will admit, guys, the battle system in Final Fantasy 13 is like one of my favorite battle systems, if not favorite battle system ever. I know I said it, but it's so good. It's fast. You know, you have to be quick on, you know, you quickly, you know, switch paradigms. I thought the whole paradigm thing was great. I know a lot of people hated it. It is turn-based that way in the sense that you're switching paradigms, but, you know, it's real time. You have to be really fast, and I thought it was just fantastic. It was such a nice change from, you know, select this person's attack, now select this person's attack. It's great. I like that, but to me, it was better. Now, I've heard this is a lot different, because people complained, and then Square Enix obviously fixed things that people hated. But I'm really excited about this. It has a time travel aspect, which I've heard is a bit wonky, but this to me is going to be, I think it's going to be great. I'm so excited. Visually, these games are just so good. I can't wait to get into this world. So I'm really excited to give it a shot. But yeah, Final Fantasy 13, I'm sorry guys, but it's awesome. And I know I'm not the only person who thinks it was a great game. So yeah, I can't wait to finish it. Hopefully I will finish it before South Park, but oh yeah, it might take a little bit of time because the end of any game is always like obviously harder than the, you know, generic gameplay for the rest of the game. So it's going to take a little while, but I know I'm going to do it. And South Park, and then maybe after South Park, I'll get back into this series. Because with Lightning Returns having just come out, I can't wait to get into that because it looks really interesting. And again, different. Do I think this series maybe deserved all the sequels it got? No, I would have preferred them to have made, you know, a Final Fantasy 15 and 16 for the 360 and PS3. And then, you know, we could have seen a 17 come out for PS4 and Xbox One, and that's not the way it happened. You know, the PlayStation 1 had 3 Final Fantasies. Why did the 360 and the PS3 only have 1, and then it just got sequels? That's a little bit disappointing for me, but because this is, you know, different characters, now you are Sarah, Lightning's sister, maybe it'll be pretty good. I'm excited. The next game is... one that we actually just picked up yesterday. It's just one of those games that you just want to like dick around in and just have a good time, and that is Skate 3. We saw it and we were just like, okay, we got to. My boyfriend was at our friend's house and they were playing, I don't know what it was, but some GameCube game that was like a skateboarding thing. And sometimes these things can just be so fun to play. So I don't know, I'm excited to just get into it sometimes. You gotta have games like this, so. Skate 3, it was really cheap, so yeah, whatever. I'll hopefully get into it. I tried it and I really sucked, so I'm hoping to get a little bit better. Can't just play RPGs all the time. The next game is one that I'm so happy to have got because it's just got such great reviews, and it's for 360 because the 360 collection is actually pretty big, but not a lot of them are like my games that ones I bought. And it's Lost Odyssey. It's supposed to be fantastic. Like, just because Nobuo Uematsu is doing the music is enough. It sort of sells me on it. So everybody says this. For some people, it's the best RPG of the last generation. Either way, it's a traditional turn-based RPG for the 360, which is a very rare thing to find because 360 didn't see a lot of RPGs. It was mostly PS3 and Wii, right? So it makes sense. Mostly PS3, really. And the DS and 3DS seem to be machines for that. Anyway, and I know I always forget the PSP, but either way, the Lost Odyssey looks really good. I'm so excited to one day check this out because, you know, I'm reading the back and it looks like a pretty cliche story, but I'm just excited that it's a, you know, traditional JRPG for the 360. That sounds pretty cool. There's a bunch of RPGs I have on the 360, not a bunch, but enough that I gotta pick which one I really want to get into first, because I've got Tales of Vesperia, and that looks pretty awesome. So either way, yeah, Lost Odyssey. So those are all my pickups. Yeah, lots of new games there that it just happens over time. Just pick up these games. But as of right now, you know, currently playing Final Fantasy 13. Currently playing Final Fantasy 6, which I'm actually pretty far into. I'd say I'm over 20-something hours into that. I maybe have like 10 hours to go, and I'm done that. I'm so excited because I'm loving that game. It's so good. It didn't grab me at the start, but now I'm like completely hooked on it. And Danganronpa, I'm so excited about that. You have no idea. But out of all the games that came out in February, that was like the one I was most anticipating. And yeah, there's no Bravely Default here. Originally I wanted it, and then I thought, you know what, I'm not going to get to it. Why am I going to buy it when I clearly have Final Fantasy 6, 13, Stick of Truth is coming out, and I really want to play that, and Danganronpa, it's too much. So because Bravely Default looks like a very heavy, like intense JRPG, I will just put that on hold. You can get it anywhere. If it's like the Fire Emblem thing, even then, Fire Emblem was really hard to get. Then 2 months later, you can buy it anywhere. It's every time I go to EB Games, it's always there. So I'm not worried about Bravely Default right now. When I want to play it, I will play it. I know that everybody is, and it seems to be like a whole club going on, but I can pass on Bravely Default for the moment. It's something that I plan on getting to maybe this summer. So I'll put it on hold and grab it later. But anyway, that's all my pickups that I picked up recently. I don't think I'm missing anything, but hopefully a couple reviews I'll be doing soon because, you know, I'm hoping that there'll be a Final Fantasy VI review up here in the next month or so. So anyway, I will see you guys next time.